Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. So happy to be here with you and happy that you are here. So I am recording this on Tuesday after I take that back. It's Wednesday, Memorial Day weekend, the zoo with the baby yesterday. It's Wednesday. Holy cow. We are midweek and I feel like my week just started. So I'm going to apologize for those of you who missed me last night on Tuesday Tarot. I was not able to be on there because energetically, honestly, I was shot. And I wanted to do this morning. And also I will be live at 10:30 this morning at Flagler Voice on YouTube. And you can also call into that show for messages from spirit. So that will be posted in the description box for the phone number and then also the YouTube address, which is at www.youtube.com/@Flagler Voice. So that's what I will be doing today. So, yeah, so a lot of good things going on. It just, time takes off on you sometimes, snowballs on you, a lot going on in other areas of my life, which we all do. And yeah, just sorry. I know that I missed and was missed by those of you who are and have been with me for a while and know that Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time I'm normally on live. So yeah, last night I just and I think it's been a couple of weeks. I actually feel like the week before last, when I thought about going live, it was actually 7:30. Like I was a half hour late, or actually an hour late. Because usually I get ready a half hour before, kind of meditate and put myself in the right space. So I apologize. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a beautiful Memorial Day weekend. It is a remembrance of those who've still served in our military and the sacrifices that they make and their families make. And so I definitely sent lots of prayers out and thoughts for that. And I hope if you didn't get a chance to, I hope you will join me in sending up a prayer for them. Living, deceased, family members, everybody affected, because it's important. It's very important. When we say that they sacrifice, they do sacrifice. Some sacrifice with their lives and some sacrifice, well, the sacrifice of the life can be very different. For some, it can be, life ended. But for others, it can be a complete ending of one way of life, one way of being. That's just, no matter how you look at it, being in any kind of situation where you're impacting other people, they're impacting you positively, negatively, it changes your life. And the people that are left behind or left home, it changes their life. So I know for a lot of years, I didn't really think of Memorial Day. The people in my family who have served have not been my immediate family. So I think that for a long time, I took it for granted. But now that I work with trauma victims, yeah, it takes on a whole different tone and awareness. So I guess I'm putting that out there today, sending them light and love, and hopefully you will continue to extend that with me. And then, yeah, put up those thoughts and prayers. All right, let's see what Spirit wants to bring through for today and the rest of this week. So I'm going to start with the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. The Royal You. The Royal You. Well, I definitely feel like this is about your sovereignty. I feel like this is about you coming into connection with your sovereignty. Look at that. I mean, that's a crown. That's That's a crown. Um, the other thing is this is card number 16, and 1 and 6 is a 7, and 7 is all about divine timing and opportunity meeting up. You can call it lucky, but it does feel like something is going to be showing up this week that helps you to feel majestic, helps you to feel connection, helps you to feel in your sovereignty, knowing that Christ consciousness, whoever God is to you, is showing up for you, is coming in to help you to realize who you are and what you bring to the table. Sovereignty is all about standing in your power. And so I feel like there's, an energy right now about, putting up your boundaries, stepping into your power, not allowing people to diminish you in any way. And that might have a energy of standing up for yourself, or saying no, where maybe you're not, they're not used to you saying no. They're not used to hearing the word no from you. So, yeah, this is about you really coming into this ability to be empowered, stand up for yourself, know that you're important, feel love and connection from the divine, from yourself, from the people around you. Respect, I'm feeling, is coming in for you. That's part of being sovereign, is only dealing in respect, and anybody that's not dealing in respect, kind of letting them go. People who don't deserve a seat at your table. And there may be some adjustment this week as to who is sitting at your table because of this ability to speak up for yourself and love yourself and be there for what it is you want. This is about, so sovereignty. I knew that. Well, it also says the royal, sovereignty, responsibility, self-confidence, self-rule, ownership of your feelings and actions. And for some of us, it's really hard to be ownership of our feelings and actions because, and I feel like this is what this energy is bringing you, is this idea that you are important. That, here's the thing, if you're not putting yourself first, if you're not respecting yourself, the people around you aren't going to feel like they have to. So the people who are generally respectful people, they will. But the people that kind of like to skirt the edge or walk on the line, right? They're going to dump over into disrespect because that's either going to get them what they want or it's just easier for them, right? And so this owning your feelings, owning how you show up for yourself and show up for others is really, really important. It's a quiet sense of empowerment, being self-aware in a way that you start to recognize where you're not being there for yourself, where people aren't showing up for you because you're not having that expectation or you're not giving a consequence, right? And sometimes your consequence isn't overt. It's very covert. It's very like just pulling your energy away, not responding, right? I don't want to say ghosting because you're being intentional. You're not running away from something, but you're intentionally not responding because they're not coming at you with respect, and it's time to respect yourself. Not allowing outside influences out of alignment with your truth. Do you know what it means to express personal sovereignty in your life? It's about how you hold to your inner self-worth and integrity, secure in your belief that you have a unique purpose. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are and that nothing outside you can challenge your authentic self. The hard-won seed of awareness that you have earned. You're the ruler of your mind, and you're being invited now to consider what discipline you need to apply to your thoughts. Are they consistent with the values and beauty you intend for your life? It is important now to keep your focus on what is right and good for you as well as for others. Yeah, it's about putting yourself in the mix. It's not just about everybody else. It's also what is good for you, right? And you deserve that. You deserve what is good for you. Challenges in your life at this time, no matter how large or small, must be met with a measured response. If life sends you a challenge, can you speak up and set your boundaries with peace and surety? Calm, intelligent leadership is called for now. Sovereigns know when to plan their battles, so stay out of unnecessary skirmishes and strategically wield your personal power. Now is the time to lead from the heart, from your authenticity and integrity. Hold your head high and know your worth. Know your worth. That is the mark of a true sovereign. Yeah, knowing your worth. And I feel like for some of you, this is the week that you're going to be coming into knowing your worth. And for some of you, you've been working on it. And for some of you, it might come very unexpectedly. But however it shows up, it's time to know your worth. It's time to know that you are worthy. You do deserve. And people who aren't stepping up to the plate, it's okay to move away from. It's okay to say, I do deserve. And so I'm going to be there for myself. I am going to love myself. Okay, I want to see what else wants to come through for us with this. Nope. Yeah, because for some of you, this has been a really hard road because you have had abandonment issues. There have been threat issues. There have been issues of people not showing up for you in the way that you deserve. And those people have, I feel like, have had a seat at your table for much longer than they have deserved, because you were afraid of being abandoned. You've been abandoned. You know what that feels like. You know when people are not there for you or showing up for you that technically are supposed to, right? They're your parents, they're your caregivers, they're your family, biological family members, right? The people that that's kind of their role, right? Whether they're showing up for you physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, but they didn't. And maybe they chose not to. But I think more than that, they're incapable. They don't know how to. And so this is the week for you to recognize that you've got people in your life who've not been there for you, and it's caused you this imprint of abandonment. But now that you see it, you can work on healing it for yourself. Yeah, because this abandonment has caused you some destructive pattern, this imprint, this threat imprint, this abandonment imprint, this unworthiness imprint. It's caused you to, self-medicate in some way, allow addiction in some way to be a part of your life, to self-sabotage on a regular basis because you didn't know any better. You didn't know how to stand up for yourself. You didn't know how to empower yourself. And you've had people around you who have really reinforced these feelings of you're not good enough, you don't deserve. Lean into the overspending, lean into the addiction, lean into the self-sabotage, lean into the distraction, right? Lean into the drama, anything that is not serving you, anything that is easy, right? All those lower frequencies are easy. It's easy to be lustful. It's easy to be greedy. It's easy to be vengeful. It's easy to be angry, right? And so you've had a lot of energies around you that have supported these energies within you because they've also been in those frequencies. They've also been in those patterns of self-sabotage and addiction and betrayal and judgment and criticism. All those lower frequencies. Yeah. And so it's created within you this loneliness, this paranoia. And so again, you've gravitated to anything that makes you feel better, whatever that looks like for you. The bad boy, the bad girl, right? The crazy girl. Patterns of abuse, patterns of neglect, patterns of addiction, patterns of loss of control, patterns of self-sabotage. And so this is the week that self-awareness is coming in. It's going to be showing you, where are you not loving yourself? We grow up with these very fantasized romantic notions of being saved, right? The Prince Charming is going to show up. Somebody outside of you is going to come and make it better for you, right? The money's going to drop in your lamp, right? And the truth is, the only one that's going to come and save you is you. That's why this is so important this week, that you come into this royal you, this sovereignty, putting your own crown on, loving yourself, setting those boundaries, seeing the pattern of abuse, seeing the pattern of self-sabotage, seeing the pattern of addiction, seeing the pattern of overspending, overeating, over-medicating, over-drugging, over-sexing, right? Whatever it is. Distraction, social media, buying into other people's drama, creating drama, right? This is what is going to kind of show up for you this week. And not in a bad way, but in a way where it's like, oh, that's why I can't get ahead, or that's why I'm not getting the blessings. I'm not getting the breaks, right? The opportunity isn't showing up, right? Because the energy I'm bringing to the table doesn't support it. And so this is the week for you to come into some peaceful resolution within yourself. And when you have that aha moment, when you have that epiphany, that dream, that sign, that symbol, that inspired thought, that unexpected conversation with someone who maybe has been where you are, or is giving you some sage advice that for the first time in a long time you may be hearing with your heart, not just hearing with your head and dismissing it as being pie in the sky, or you have no idea, you've never been there. Chances are, if they're giving you sage advice, they've been there. So I feel like there's something coming in this week that's going to help you with a peaceful resolution, brings you peace. Yeah, because you're going to be letting go of whatever the ego is. Again, when you see the negative self-talk, when you see the fight or flight pattern, and that's really what this is. This is, your ego, your fight or flight ego in your mind, your subconscious, right? Keeping you doing the same things, expecting a different result. And this is the week where something is going to come in to step you back and go, oh, got it. Got it. Yeah, maybe they're saying the same thing they've been saying for 5 years, but today I heard it. I got it. It really is me. I really am the problem. I'm the one that's overspending all the time. I'm the one that's overindulging all the time. I'm the one that's getting into other people's drama all the time. That's why I'm not getting what I want. That's why I'm lonely. That's why I'm destitute. That's why I'm despondent. And so something this week is going to unexpectedly change. And I feel like it's going to be an internal shift that comes and brings something in the external to help you, whether that's the new opportunity or the right place to live or the right person to help you, give you the recommendation, give you the knowledge you need. But the unexpected change that comes in this week really does transform you. Really does transform you. Yeah, self-awareness keeps coming up. Something this week is going to help you become very self-aware of some kind of self-sabotage or negative imprint, lower frequency imprint you've been getting in your own way. And so that's why you're going to be able to get into this royal you this week, where you say, I'm done with that. I'm done with that idea. I'm done with that thought. I'm done with that person. I'm done with that situation, because I deserve better. And you're the only one that can make that choice. You're the only one that can make that change. And sometimes that's what we have to recognize first and foremost before anything else can change, that the only person that can do it is you. Because again, so many times we're looking for that Prince Charming, or we're looking for that bag of money to drop in our lap. We're looking for that pie in the sky. It doesn't work that way. Very rarely. But it doesn't work that way for most normal, regular people. We have to do the work where we change that imprint. We heal that part of ourselves that feel like you don't deserve, or you've been in abusive relationship after abusive relationship, or you've been in this addictive pattern over and over and over again. So for some of you, this is the week that maybe you're recognizing, I've got to go to rehab. I need help. Maybe I'm reaching out to my counselor this week, or I'm getting a counselor this week. Not giving medical advice, but I feel like this is a week where some big aha is coming from spirit to get you into this place of sovereignty so that you can start to feel like the king or queen in your own life. So you can receive what is going to be coming in. You're not going to be going, no, 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 I don't deserve it. No, it's too big, too good to be true. Go away. Right? I think this is the week that you're going to have a little bit of a coming to Jesus moment with yourself, whether it's in your journal or it's out on a walk, or that person says something for the 80 millionth time that finally snaps something in you that goes, that's got to change. And it's okay, because it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Claim your power. Cultivate willpower. Take inspired action. You've got this. Yep. Something's going to come in to help you take an inspired action. And that's what this is all about. This aha moment, this reaching out for help, this changing the situation from a negative to a positive. It's all about getting you into a place of being able to take the action that you're going to be offered. That new relationship, that new job, that new home, that new pay raise, that new business, that new inspiration. This is the week that something's going to help you claim your power in a way that allows you to let go of an old imprint or pattern that were destructive. A relationship that was destructive, a boss that was destructive, an addiction that was destructive. Drama, distraction, whatever it is. You're coming into your sovereignty this week in some way. Something's showing up to help you. And it's going to cause some kind of internal shift, because nothing's really going to change in your life if you don't change the inside. Remember, our inside informs our outside. Your internal informs your external. Your internal circumstances reflect your external circumstances. So if you're telling yourself you don't deserve and you can't, then your external circumstances are showing up ways in which you're not winning, you're not receiving, you're not getting, you're not doing, you're not being. But when you start to feel like I do deserve, things are going to start showing up. And if you're really struggling with some real heavy, negative thoughts, actions, support. You need support. Sometimes we can't do it on our own. So the first thing is to get on your knees. Surrender to whoever you believe in. God, Christ consciousness, universe, source, angels, anybody in the white light, anybody in the higher dimensions. And be intentional who you're praying to. Be intentional. but surrender. Because we can't do this alone, and we're not doing it alone. With that being said, I'm actually going to pull a Ascended Master or Archangel card from the Kyle Gray Master deck. I actually had a card fall out. I'm going to get this. Raguel, Waves of Healing. There it is. Raguel wants to come in and help you with Waves of Healing. Be open and vulnerable. And that's the surrender. You're allowing God, Christ consciousness, universe, source, again, God you believe in. You're letting them in. You're surrendering. You're not saying, I'm going to sit around and just wait. That's not surrender. Surrender is, I'm giving it to you. I'm putting whatever it is in your hands because it's too heavy for me to carry. As this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. Be open and vulnerable, as this will initiate healing and harmonious resolution. Call in Archangel Raguel if you're really struggling with surrendering, what surrendering is, or even how to surrender. You're giving it to God. You're saying, it's too heavy for me. I can't do this alone. Please help me. And then you're leaving it there. You're not going into crisis mode. You're not going into fix-it mode. You're going, I gave it. It's in your hands. I'm leaving it there. I'm not forcing anything. I'm not pushing anything. I'm going to do what I can, and then I'm going to do other things I can do. But with this, I'm not going to try to force it. I'm not going to try to force anybody to be who they're not. I'm not going to try to force anybody to give me what they don't want to give me. I'm going to just keep doing me. And call on Archangel Raguel to help you do that. Because so many times we want that person to step up the way they said they were going to, or the way we thought they should, right? Especially if it's like a parent or a family member, like they should step up. It doesn't mean they're gonna. Sometimes we got to let go of the wouldas, couldas, and shouldas. Nothing we can do about those. All we can do is what we can do in our own life, for ourselves, for the people we love, for the people who show up for us, for the people we want to show up for. And that can be heartbreaking, and I understand that. But it's time. It's time for you to put you first. And this is the week that's going to help you do that. And is it going to be uncomfortable? Darn tootin'. But faith is coming in, moving mountains. This is the week of moving a mountain in your life. Trust in your ability to create miracles. The impossible is becoming possible. That's what's going on this week. You're moving a mountain, one mountain in your life this week, the rest of this week. You may not even know what that mountain is. For some of you, you know exactly what the mountain is. For some of you, you have no idea yet. It hasn't shown up yet. Call on Archangel Faith to help you, to move the mountain that is in your way. The mountain of addiction, the mountain of self-sabotage, the mountain of chaos, the mountain of anger, the mountain of grief, the mountains of criticism and judgment. Whether you're giving those or you're receiving those, or both. What is your mountain this week? Call on Archangel Faith to remove it from you, help you remove it. Because this is the week you're going to become very aware of what the mountain is that's in your way. But it's time. It's time to move it. And look at this. Both of these are very purple. So this is a week of sovereignty. This is a week of your divinity, your magnificence, coming into the sovereign being that you came here to be, the magnificent being you came here to be, helping you get into your magnificence and your sovereignty, helping you to achieve and receive. So call in Archangels Raguel and Faith Oh, good. I have them both here. And they're both purple. One is a light purple, one's a more darker purple. But look at that. They're both purple. Everything's purple today. Today's purple. Yeah, it's all about your sovereignty. It's all about your magnificence. It's all about royalty. It's all about the purple ray. The purple ray. I don't think I've ever really looked up the purple ray. I just want to see what they say. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's the violet flame. It's the violet flame that's coming through. Oh my gosh. So what I'm reading is, in various spiritual and metaphysical contexts, the color purple, often referred to as the purple ray or violet flame. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So also call in, and when I saw Archangel Raguel, I should have made the connection. Sometimes spirit has to beat me over the head. They have to like call on the purple ray, the violet flame. Transmute those lower energies, transmute that negativity, that fear in whatever form it's showing up, the grief, the anger, the resentment, the criticism, the judgment, the lust, the greed, the envy. It's all fear-based energy. Call in the purple ray to transmute it. Call in the purple ray to transmute it. Call in Saint Germain to help you transmute it. Call in Archangel Raguel to help you transmute it. Whatever is coming up in your awareness, it's coming up to be released. Call in the purple flame, the violet flame, to come in and transmute it. Energy cannot be destroyed. We have to change it. So let's transmute it from negative to positive. Help you to feel content. Help you to feel powerful. Help you to feel empowered. Help you to feel sovereign. Help you to feel worthy. Help you to feel deserving. Peace and joy. Peace and joy. Whew, all right, so. There it is. See if I can get that up there. The Royal You. I'm going to leave that out for the rest of the week, just to remind us. I don't know if I'll be doing more videos the rest of this week, but I think it's a good reminder. We get so bogged down in the physical, in the having to pay the bills and having to deal with the ex and having to go to the job we don't like. Like, there's so many have-tos in our lives that we forget about the want-tos. We forget about the taking care of ourselves, the deserving that we came here to have. We get caught up in the mundane. And this week, something is coming into your awareness to help you recognize how to elevate the mundane in your life from the negative into the positive. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. If you want any more support, head over to my website, melissallwatkins.com. I will be live Wednesdays, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, taking live phone calls in the Ruckus Room. So the information will be in the description box. And we got a lot of good things going on. So if you've not headed over to my website and joined my email list, please do that. And other than that, guys, have a beautiful rest of your week. I know it's a short one at this point, but I think this was a much needed message that I was really being called to sit down and bring. So whenever you find this, I feel like there's something here for you. And I'm sending you so much love and so many blessings. Talk soon.